This is one of the craziest cases I've ever seen, man. And I've seen a lot. What is up, guys? This is Corbin. Welcome to the account of Mr. Tiny Nico King. And can you see it? Of course you can. Oh my god, man. It's worse than you think, though, dude. I've seen level 50 syndrome before. What I've not seen is such a pronounced case of level 40 syndrome before. Look at all of these level 40s on this gosh darn account, man. And to boot, we've got 2 level 60 champions on the entire account. Oh my god. Okay. We got some fixing to do. We've got some builds to look at. We just got a lot to do on this account, man, so let's get to it. So what is the what? Why do we have a 5-star fully upgraded Sister Militant? This has got to be like something sentimental. This has got to be like just like so, like I don't know, man. It's even got some masteries farmed. Oh god. Okay. Why does it have gear? Oh god. Okay. Before I lose my mind. God damn. Hey, what is up, guys? This is Cov, man. And we're making all kinds of gains. You know who else is making all kinds of gains, man? That's right. Thorlin Foulbeard. And you can get yourself Thorlin Foulbeard completely for free on your new Raid Challenges account, man, when you sign up to Raid using my beginner promo link down below. Use my link, man, to create a new Raid account. Input beginner promo code Demon Slayer, man, to get your hands on Mr. Gaines, aka Thorlin Foulbeard himself. Best beginner promo link going. Make sure that you get it used. Send it to your friends if they're looking to start off a new Raid account themselves, man. I'm gonna catch all of y'all, well, in the video, I guess. Oh god, okay, we're back. We're back, man. It's the build. The build's actually not bad. It's got like some. Oh, okay, never mind. It is. It is. This Sister Militant. It's actually a statue of a Sister Militant, man. Very, very low speeds on this gal. I think we've got similar issues going on the Alice as well. Hang on, man. We've. Oh god. Okay, so we've max awakened our cruel chest plate for flat attack. Again, the crit rate on the Alice isn't too bad. I don't just want to spend like the whole time like ragging on this account or whatever. I'm just assessing the issues right now. I've been in this account for like 3 minutes, you know, so I've got to take a good look around. HP percentage boots. Again, the Alice's speed is very, very slow, man. Alice the Wanderer. More like Alice the Couch Potato, man. She's not moving anywhere, okay, with that kind of speed. That's very, very slow at 140. Kind of curious now, what else have we got going on here, man? Okay, we've got like an Ethelyn built. He's, well, kind of built. Do we have like items equipped on all of these level 40s? Oh, bloody hell. Okay, yeah, basically all of them. Hang on, literally all of them? We've even built out the Lordly Legionary. Lodric is just missing a helmet. Well, you know what I mean. We've got the old Relentless gear and the Skaramis. What about the level 30s? Oh, bloody... Okay, so the level 30s are built out also. Oh, god, even including... It just keeps going. Hang on. Okay, right, we did eventually get down to the food level 30 champions. So we've got, like, a Branch Weaver built out in Instinct gear. This account is a trip already, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Okay, so for real this time, it's time to actually get started, right? Critique number 1. Level 60 champions are worth about 5 times more than level 50 champions. In fact, it's just going to become like a hard limit on your account and how far you can progress with level 50s compared to level 60s. The fact that we've got so many champions leveled up to 40 already, like I would trade, okay, I wouldn't trade them, but you know what I mean, right? All of these level 40 champions combined are about as strong as like one level 60 Alice, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a level 60 champion, especially if it's a damage dealer, is worth so much more, man. We've got to recover from this level 40 syndrome. This is one of the craziest examples of this that I've seen. I'm going to go ahead and build out some teams on this account as well in like another account takeover video and give this account some direction as to what it should be leveling up next. But long story short, having 2 level 60s, like what month are we in on this account now? Oh my god, okay. Oh, okay, holy crap. We have Scylla the Drakes on this account. I guess I missed her in the roster. Okay, yeah, there she is, just right under the Alice. So we're like over 6 months in and we only have 2 level 60s, man. That is crazy as hell, dude. Okay, so we've got a lot of good champions here that we just got to get leveled on up to 60. It's going to make a big improvement to the account just from that. Next up, I will get to rebuilding some champions, and I'll blast through that, I suppose, a little bit later on in the video. But another mistake here that we're making, I think, is probably, by the looks of it, just shoehorning builds onto champions. What do I mean by that? I mean, while it's fine to have some, like, you know, bit of speed roll, bit of attack percentage, like, these gloves are not too bad for Cruel Set in, like, the early game of your account. Good stuff, you know. But the chest piece all up and beside it, it's 4 stars.
all of its substats are terrible. Like, actually all of them are just really, really bad. Defense percent is somewhat defensible a little bit, but you're really looking for crit rate and crit damage on a piece of cruel gear like this. At the very least, a little bit of speed roll action as well, but all of these substats are not good. What you do not want to be doing when your gear options are limited on your account is sort of prioritizing building sets on your champions instead of stats. The stats are 10 times more important. I don't give a damn if your chest piece is a piece of crap chest piece from a set that just doesn't make any sense at all on a nuker. Like, it could be like a defense piece right here. In fact, this chest piece is just already better than the one that we already have equipped because it comes with attack and crit rate. Like, if this was to like double roll into... Oh, we don't have a lot of silver to play with. We don't have a lot of silver to play with. I shouldn't... Oh, what the hell is going on? Whatever, man. Point is, if this chest plate was to just roll up into some crit rate, it's a great chest plate and it's a lot better than the one that we already have equipped. Yeah, don't be shoehorning sets onto your champions until you have the stats to support them. Another good example, man, is I think going to be the Savage gear. I haven't checked this apart from the boots, but HP percentage on the boots, not really great. Savage, the set bonuses ignores enemy defense, and so you're just looking for good aggressive stats on this, right? Attack percentage on boots can be fine for a nuker like Alice, as long as you're hitting at least 160 speed across the rest of our build, 160 being, for me, the absolute like rock bottom minimum speed that you want to be hitting on your nukers, who can be the slowest champions in your roster, but they're still got to be, you know, faster than the average garden slug. You know what I mean? Like, they've got to be able to move and actually get some turns in and things like arena and stuff like that. So that would be the minimum speed I'd aim for. These boots, again, the substats are just not good. They're not great for an Alice. They've got a little bit of speed, but they only then roll into flat attack, as we know, and as I've covered in many takeover videos in the past. Flat stats suck compared to percentage stats. If this was a double attack percentage roll, okay, now it's like somewhat defensible if these were speed boots, you know. It would be actual somewhat defensible as a substat. Flat stats are just not great, man. What do we like on the shield? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm trying to get better, man, about taking the Lord's name in vain and all that. Genuinely, actually, particularly in the videos. But my God, man, a triple resistance roll, flat HP roll. Wow, man, this is not a good Savage shield. Like, the only stat that this shield is actually giving Alice is the 6% crit damage. Everything else is almost useless. I mean, you know, you can defend a bit of HP percentage. Okay, like, fine, you know, like, point taken. But you know what I mean, right? As far as priority stats go, the crit damage is the only one that's actually offering any real value to the Alice. And so, yeah, I feel like we might have shoehorned in this Savage gear a little bit. Actually, the weapon and the helmet are very good. Like, crit damage, crit rate, hell yeah, man. Like, the way this account is right now, this gear is very, very good. But the shield and the boots, like, I would rather that we had, like, one piece of stalwart gear, one piece of defense gear, one piece of, like, I don't know, accuracy gear, and just, like, a completely random assortment of gear sets that had good stats on them, rather than just trying to squeeze a Savage set onto an Alice and sort of, like, shoehorn it in, you know? Not good, man. Stats over sets, especially in the early game. Next up, oh god, I'm dreading this. I'm dreading this. I just realized I haven't checked yet where the skill books have gone. Oh, Nelly. Where should the skill books have gone? Now, if this were me, I don't know when we pulled the snake track, but for me, he would be the legendary champ that I would look to book up first. If not the snake track, then the Sun Wukong would be the champion that I would look to put the legendary books into first on this account. The Alice is halfway booked. Okay, it's not too late for us to kind of hit pause on this. A fully booked Alice is great, by the way. I just feel like other champions are just a bit higher priority. How's the Sun Wukong? Okay, we're spreading the books. We're spreading the books. Okay, so the Sun Wukong has soaked up about half of the books. Alice has soaked up about half of the books. Sun Wukong is higher priority to get him booked up because you can use him as a block buffs debuffer into Hydra. And it's, yeah, he's great at that job, you know, but he needs it on a 310 cooldown, really. So you're trying to get the cooldown reduced on his A3. He's a fine champion to put your early books into. Skeletor, please don't have taken any books. Okay, thank the Lord. Okay, that's good stuff. Snick Track has taken one of the books. Okay, so this is another thing you don't want to do with your skill books. You don't want to be spreading them out across your guys. Scylla the Drakes hasn't taken any, and Udex Ator hasn't taken any. That's good. That's actually good. Timot the Fool neither. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. So that means that on this account, we can actually now just change direction with the skill books, start putting them all into the Sun Wukong would be my recommendation, because he's like halfway there, kind of. I was like, he's like 30% of the way there, you know. Might as well finish booking him up. The reason that you don't want to spread your bucks out across all your champions like this, and like one buck here, one buck there, or ooh, I just pulled my Nishak, man, let's give him a buck because I'm all excited for this new pull, you know. I understand the temptation to do that, man. You don't want to do it. Why? You want to get the cooldown reduction on your skills, on your most powerful legendary champions, ideally those that you use into many, many areas of the game. If none of these champions had any books used on them at all, right, and we'd just been saving all of them, I think I'd probably go ahead and recommend that we put them all into Nishak, just because Nishak is one of those guys who's, you can actually use him pretty effectively in most areas of the game, and so I'd recommend that we book him up first, with Sun Wukong as a close second, but given that we've already got started in Sun Wukong, I'd rather that we just finish the job now, would be my recommendation at least on this account. Out of curiosity, what epics have we booked? So the Neldor hasn't been booked. The Durandal is actually halfway to being fully booked. He's like almost fully booked up. Okay. Like, Durandal's not a bad champion. He's okay. The issue with Durandal is that his A1 gives him a smidgen of use into hard mode Fire Knight. He's not the best champion for the job because quite a low land rate freeze, even when he crits. He doesn't have the highest land rate freeze. And we're a million miles away from hard mode Fire Knight on this account. Obviously, I can tell just by looking at the roster, of course. But he's also a pretty good arena nuker, which would be fine apart from the fact that Alice is already a very good arena nuker, and so is Sun Wukong. So we kind of don't need the Durandal to be booked on this account, right? This is one of the things that you're trying to do in the early game is check as many boxes as you can. Build a nice varied roster of level 60 champions. Some of them should have decreased attack or decreased defense. Some of them should bring increased speed. You might want a healer and a reviver. Then you might want a single target nuker and like an AoE nuker, right? Something like an Alice the Wanderer. You want to bring just bring like a big variety of tools to a level 60 champion roster in the beginning before you then start branching out and building things like, well, Durandals, where he's got a lot of overlap with the likes of Alice. The other guys we've spent the bucks on, both the Rancid is actually a fine champion to put the bucks on. He can give you some use, negating poison damage against Nether Spider. Also brings a bit of debuff removal as well on a 310 on his A3 when that's fully booked. So he has some use in release one of the Doom Tower bosses. I actually don't mind some books going into both. But we do have a few epic champions down here that I would just not recommend building out. Quag in the Crown isn't one of them, but yeah, the Yagas at level 40, he's really got no use just in this video game. There are people out there who believe in Yaga, but I just wouldn't bother leveling. I consider him just to be a chicken. I take him up to 5 stars and use him as a 5-star chicken, would be my recommendation. Headsman can probably go as well. These are all champions that we're using on the account, by the way. I guess in Faction Wars and stuff. A lot of champions here that I just don't feel are worth taking on up at all. Even Bovos. I mean, you can keep in the vault, I guess. He does bring an increased crit damage buff, which can be useful in some like one-shot dungeon teams and stuff like that. He's worth keeping in the vault, I guess. But there's a lot of guys here who... yeah, I just wouldn't bother, man. And again, in another video, I'm going to be planning out a dungeon team, or not just a dungeon team, but just like a catch-all team for this account to focus on taking up to 60 as quickly as possible, that I think is actually just going to quadruple the strength of this account very, very quickly. Okay, just before I get to some champion rebuilds, I got to take a look at the artifact situation as well. In fact, can I just see... okay, so we're storing about 1,000 artifacts. Now, I am terrified and curious in equal measure just to see how many artifacts we are storing that have flat stats, right? Gloves, chest, and boots. You generally want to be looking for percentage stats, or speed boots, of course. Very, very good. Any boots with speed, 5-star plus, are going to be excellent on a super early game account like this. But on gloves and chest in particular, you're looking for like percentage stats only as the main stats on these. So I'm going to go ahead and filter by flat HP, flat attack, and flat defense. And, oh, okay. Thankfully, we're not actually holding on to too much absolute dross here, but we can definitely go ahead and safely sell all of these off. They're all absolutely unusable pieces of gear where, yeah, you just can't be keeping any flat stat gear, man. That is one of these categories, right? Gloves, chest, and boots. They can be sold instantly right away. Okay, let me see if I can just rework this Alice build. I'll just teleport you guys forwards in time real quick. Oh, God. Dude, I'm going through this build, man. This is the build so far. And I'm just seeing, like, random legendary accessories equipped on that goddamn common champion, dude. I wonder what the story is behind that common, man. Why are we committing like some of our better accessories and stuff to that common champ, dude? This doesn't make any sense. Anyways, man, this is the rebuild for the Alice. I'm managing to switch the Alice on over to... There's a lot of gear here, by the way, that needs to be rolled up to rank 16. These are actually just the best crit damage gauntlets that we have on the account. They also rolled into at least a little bit of crit rate. Not great substats on these, but again, it's believe me, it's the best we can do. We're also just going to be borrowing, and by borrowing I mean stealing, a bunch of these honestly pretty good items for the Alice from a bunch of champions that are just rare champions, most of them sitting at level 30 or level 40 on the account as well. This is another concept, man, that you want to try to push for on your account, man. If you're struggling in the early game, you're new at raid, right? Don't be trying to gear up every Tom, Dick, and Harry on your account, okay? Don't worry about it. What you want to do is really hone in on the, I don't know, like top 3 or 4 champions on your account, level 60 champions, right, that you use into many areas of the game. Alice the Wanderer here is 5-star awakened, right? She's very, very strong. And is by far deserving of the best gear on this account, and that's what you want to do. You want to consolidate your best gear onto your best champions on your account, right? So you literally want to, well, just do what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and save this new build. I'm going to save this in the preset manager so I can go ahead and close out of this. Oh my god, she's got like a lot of random builds here saved. I'm going to delete this oldest one, but yeah, this is the new build that I recommend that we use on the Alice on this account. And this is what you want to be doing, man. Go to your strongest champions on your account, right? Click on their build, click on the filter button right here, and then you want to enable the fitting room feature, okay? And then you want to actually build your champion this way instead. This allows you to, once you've enabled the fitting room, this actually allows you to just try on pieces of gear completely for free and take them off again without spending any silver on your account. So you can plan your builds for your champs before pulling the trigger and spending silver to roll those items up and stuff like that, you know. You're going to save a lot of silver, man, by using the fitting room in this way. So I went ahead and I've saved in the preset manager right here this new build for this Alice to equip on up once this account has more silver. This account's on like 600k silver or something, you know. I really don't want to spend the silver rebuilding her live, so to speak. Also, just in general, personally, people have like mixed opinions on this a little bit, I think, to an extent. Me personally, I would never be putting gear under any circumstances on champions that are not at least 4 stars, right? Your 3-star champions, I get it. You want to farm faction wars a little bit, farm like stage 5 faction wars instead of stage 2 or something, so you put some gear on some of these guys. I personally don't like doing that. It costs silver to remove the gear off of these guys, unless you're very, very aware of when like free gear removal events are active and stuff like that. I personally wouldn't bother. A level 30 champion, even with full gear, it's not that much stronger than a naked level 30 champion, frankly, so I'd save that for your level 40 champions if you want to use some of these guys in faction wars. Before you use them inevitably as a chicken, in the case of Yaga. God. Okay. We've also got some 3-star artifacts rolled up on this account as well, man. Just in general, I wouldn't roll anything up to even rank 12 unless it's at least 5 stars at this point of this account. Where are we in the dungeons? Can't imagine we super... Okay, if we can farm like stage 11 in event dungeon, that's okay. Dragon's Lair tends to be the easiest dungeon, stage 16 in there. That's alright. As soon as you're able to farm stage 16 in Dragon, do not keep a single artifact on your account. That's unless it's at least 5 stars in quality, right? 4-star and under artifacts are just not worth your time. The stat rolls on them are just not high enough to justify upgrading and spending silver on, and so that's just a whole other thing, and that goes for basically every single dungeon. Oh god. Oh man. Okay, so we've got the Valerie built in a Swift Parry set. Oh man. Okay, I don't want this to become like just like a huge builds video where I start going through, you know, every single champion and how we should be building every single champion. Some general rules to bear in mind are speed boots on every champion on your roster, okay? This can eventually change once you've got like better gear on your account and you can hit like decent speed numbers without needing speed as the main stat on your boots. Boots are the only artifact type in the game that can roll speed as the primary stat, and so any 5-star speed boots, doesn't even matter if the substats suck in the super early game, don't worry about it. Just get those speed boots rolled up and get them equipped on your most used champions first, and then you can work your way down your roster a little bit if you want to. But yeah, speed is the main stat on boots. Percentage stats, or like crit rate or crit damage, is the main stat on your gauntlets for your damage dealers and for your nukers. HP percentage or defense percentage on gloves and chest for your more support champions. We've got flat attack from a Guardian chestplate on the Udex Atto here. And I will try to remember to go ahead and link down below this video a sort of like ultimate gearing guide, how to gear up any champion type. And yeah, if you're struggling still with gearing up your champions, you're a beginner player watching this, man, refer to that video. It's going to help you out a hell of a lot, man, I promise. I would say, by the way, to this account's credit, our resource conservation looks pretty good in terms of things like experience brews. This is great. You want to be saving these, of course, to get free points by using 1 or 2 brews here and there on your food champions. Again, I've got other guides covering taking on champion trading tournaments and champion trading events, but that's what you want to be saving your brews for. It looks like we've been doing that. Our chickens, we have actually some in stock supply as well, which is good to see. And for our skill books, we're at least sitting on 6 epic skill tomes. Decent-ish amount of potions, given that we're not going for the fusion. I think that's actually fine for us as well. The shards, we might be a little bit pull happy with the shards, given a look at this. There's a 2x event coming up for ancient shards, which, to be honest, part of me wants to say do not pull shards anymore on this account. Don't bother, don't touch them. This account has a hell of a lot of champions worth building already on the account. It doesn't need to be worried about pulling shards just yet. I probably wouldn't pull shards on this account for the next 3 or 4 months. To be honest, I think I would sit on them for a hell of a long time, restock up on sacreds. It's going to take a long time, but once you've got like 3 or 4 sacreds in the bank again, you can start thinking about doing like a fusion event that really interests you. You know, you start to get some options as to what you can do with your shards on your account. And in general, yeah, if your account looks anything like this, man, you definitely have a lot of champions worth building already, and you don't need to be pulling shards on your account, man. Have the patience, man. You can do it. Good amount of gems in supply as well. Okay. So I'll be really honest, man, I ragged on this account a little bit hard, man. It all came from a good place. I hope that that's kind of obvious. I don't want to like demoralize people or whatever, you know, and I hope I give enough direction, most importantly, for this account to build on. I'll be revisiting this account, I guess, in a future video. I've been shooting for like 25 minutes already in this video, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. That was all of the mistakes that I could see with this account so far, at least, and hopefully I've given plenty of food for thought with this section of the account takeover already. Next section, I'm going to focus completely on what champions to build next on this account. We've got a lot of options. It's going to take a lot of time for me to kind of go through this, so I want to make it its own video topic. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all did enjoy, man. Make sure to pop any feedback for this account down below in the comments as well that you would have if you were trying to help this guy out. And yeah, keep it cordial and all of that. You know, I know that I get carried away, man, laughing at the account sometimes, and sometimes it is just funny and I can't help myself, but, you know, I do my best to help out where I can as well. Hey, make sure you use the beginner promo link down below if you're looking for a fresh start in Raid Shadow Legends to get off to the best start possible on your new raid account. I'm going to catch all of you all to see a tad bit later, man.